and welcome back to yet another training story segment with me. So this will be a continuation of the Anele Mdoda versus Uber driver guy case. Okay, I did upload yesterday a video whereby I was sharing that to Anele. I basically shared with her followers that she was threatened by an Uber driver because according to the Uber driver, she was not behaving, not wanting to respond when the Uber guy was talking to her, and so therefore he threatened her because when you are acting like this, I will then rape you. That is what the Uber guy said. Now Anele did open a case, and Uber basically stated that we are looking into this case of yours. So the Uber guy has now responded. They have shared their side of the story. So guys, let's not waste any more time because this is too long. Let me just read to you guys what the Uber guy said. So this is from Aba Pepandaba. They said, admin, what happened on that day was she requested me from Soak Long Street to the Rockefeller Hotels, which was 7 minutes and some seconds drive. I picked her up and started driving. 5 minutes into the trip, I heard a bang on the window like a stone was thrown to it, and in shock I asked her what was that, and she immediately apologized and said she mistakenly hit the window with her ring on her finger. So I said okay. Now a few seconds after, I noticed she was rolling down my window back and forth and trying to fill up the back of the seat. That prompted me to ask if she was okay. Her response was yes, I'm fine, and said another word after it's either I'm tipsy or sleepy, which I didn't understand the exact phrase at the time. So to get to the exact thing she said, I asked her, do you mean you are sleepy or tipsy? That was all I said. Now that made her fled up out of character and started yelling, do not talk to me. What did the Uber rule say? What did the Uber rule say? So basically, she did explain to us, Anele Mdoda, when I had booked the Uber, I did specifically say that I do not want to be spoken to by the Uber driver. Okay, so the Uber guy is saying what I was trying to do is to know if she was okay, because at the point I was starting to really get worried. Now she continued yelling at me. At the time, we're less than 2 minutes away to her destination, approaching Cubana foreshore. So I told her to please stop yelling at me, that I had the right to stop and ask her out of the car if she was going to continue yelling at me, that I didn't see what I did wrong to make her say all she has been saying to me. You know, that all I said, and that I minded my business of getting her to the destination, which was about a minute away at the time, not knowing she was already recording me from behind. Now a few seconds to Rockefeller, she started cursing at me, Instagram live, basically stating that I'm just making this video to make sure that I get to my hotel safe. That was when I realized that she was recording, but I didn't care or say anything about the recording. So we arrived at Rockefeller. She spent a few more seconds in the car after I'd ended the trip. Eventually, she came down and left my door opened and was still recording me. Okay, and stretching her hands from outside of the car to put the camera in my face. So I pushed her hands away and said, please do not record me, and I asked her to please close my door, which she refused. I begged the securities that were there while she was shouting and yelling to please help close my door so I could drive away from the drama. Mind you, there was a police bakkie with cops inside right there, which if they saw that I was doing something wrong, they would have gotten involved, but they didn't see the need because it was just her yelling and screaming, go back to your effing country. When nobody helped me to close the door, I then put my car on D and I drove, so the door basically closed eventually. 2 minutes later, I came back to the Rockefeller Hotel just to explain the ordeal to the security, and even said I'd like to see and ask her or what I really did wrong. But they told me maybe she was already resting and told me to come back in the morning, only for me to be getting calls and chats. Anele basically was making the guy trend. Later, I came back to the roller coaster just only for me to be getting calls and chats from 3 a.m. that I was trending on Twitter till now. This is exactly what happened on that day. I have never felt this helpless in my entire life before. I have lived in this beautiful country in Cape Town since 2013, and nobody, no woman would come out and said, I violated them either verbally or physically all through these years. I am a peaceful and a quiet person. I usually do not talk to my riders except you initiate the conversation, and I don't know how to talk too much. And anybody that knows me personally knows this about me. I have never trended for anything in this country, but doing it for falsehood is painful and hurtful. I pray one day this happens to someone she loves and would be helpless just like I am now. Thank you, Edmund. Bye. So yeah, guys, that was the response from the Uber guy. I did see that a lot of South Africans, especially, I think even when Anele took this one out, a lot of people were siding with the Uber guy, stating that she's just a diva. But anyways, guys, judging from what the Uber guy then said, also guys, remember, Anele Mdoda does not have any evidence of the guy saying what she was basically accusing him of, saying the threat, the rape threat. It's not on record. So therefore, a lot of people do not believe Anele Mdoda when she said that. But I'll have to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts? Please let me know down on the comments, and I'll surely see you guys on the next one. Bye.